Hey guys, it's Greg, Fit for Expedition, coming to you from the command center, which is, well, it's really just a mess. Got a whole bunch of crap out, trying to do some work, you know, for the channel, but also, you know, like on my computer. But also, I gotta put this in here today. The pump went bad. It's exactly the same pump, but it doesn't have the same name on it, so it was like a knockoff or something. But anyway, this is a Seaflow pump. It's Seaflow professional grade pumps. It is the 3 gallon per minute, which is exactly what we had in here before. It's always more difficult doing this when you're traveling, and right now I'm actually in Peoria, mooch docking in a driveway, and heading over to Quartzsite and to Schoolapalooza in Ehrenberg, Arizona tomorrow. So this pump's got to work, because right now the only way I have water is from the direct hookup from the faucet. So hopefully I can take care of this before heading to Quartzsite tomorrow. I guess I'll still go if it's not working, but you know, just be drinking, doing dishes, flushing the toilet, all that with bottled water, I guess. One of the reasons why everything is such a mess right now is because I have a lot of stuff in here that's actually for our meetup on February 2nd to the 6th. And if you don't know anything about the meetup, make sure you hit me up at fitforexpedition@gmail.com, and I can give you some information or point you in the right direction. This is our 3rd year, but you know, it's gonna be bigger and better. We've got live music, we've got lots of games, you know, in the community area. We've got lots of tours of ghost towns and that kind of stuff going on. We'll have outdoor lighting and an outdoor movie night and a Mardi Gras themed night and a lot of things going on this year. So it should be much bigger and better. That's why I have such a mess, because I have a lot of stuff for instance, beer pong, and for light posts and all that kind of stuff that is in here that's in the way of everything. So here's the flyer for the meetup. If you go to that email, you can actually get information there too. And there's also a Arizona Meetup 2024 Arizona Meetup group in Facebook if you want to check it out there. So the first thing I'm going to do is read the instructions. Kelly and I put this in originally, but you know, it's been a couple of years, a few years, I guess, and you know, it's kind of funny. You just forget all about what you did a few years ago, so at least I do. And so now I got to start over from scratch. I mean, it should just be do this to this, right? So then you've got this stuff here that needs to be connected to here. You got this stuff here that needs to be connected to here. It should be pretty straightforward. We'll find out. Okay, so I'll just start by simply taking off the hose clamps. I should check and make sure that the hose clamps even need to come off. Could just be a matter of taking these off. Although it might be too tight to fit in this small space. A little bit of leakage. That's gonna happen. I'll just have to dry it up when we're done. Okay, I think that's loose completely, but it's right up against the wall. So this nomad life, van life, whatever you want to call it, it's not always fun. This ain't that fun. Okay, so take this one off. Take the screws out of the back, and then maybe actually be able to move this that way. Okay, so that one's off and it's dry, so it tells you there's no water getting through here really. Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and like take this apart and then take apart the wire nuts up there, But I think the smarter idea would just be to splice it again right here. So the solution is splice these two wires together. Cool. So this has a thing right here, and we got one right here. Parts is parts. Screw this rubber cap off. Screw this on. And in the directions, it didn't say that you had to use Teflon tape. It said just if you prefer to use Teflon tape, you could. So didn't anywhere say, oh, you have to have Teflon tape. So, and it says vacuum side only, hand tight only. Well, my hand probably gets things tighter than some people's hands, but okay. So there we go. All right, we're good there. Then what do we got? Really, it's just the wiring, I think. And then screwing it to the back wall and then hooking up these hoses on the sides. And I got the switch turned off. Don't have any wire strippers with me, and I didn't plan on being on the road this long, this trip. So, I mean, it's been about, what? It's been over 6 weeks, 7 weeks. So, and I was only supposed to be up here a couple of weeks, 2 max. But had some personal issues, and still here in Peoria, Arizona, mooch stocking. All right, so you can see the wires are stripped. Now I just need to wire tie these on there, screw this to the back wall. The holes, I believe, will line up, although there is no hole over here because we only had 3 mounts. We lost a rubber bushing somewhere on the other one, on the other pump. A little tight working in this space. Almost like too tight. It's almost too much for me, but okay, let's see what we can do here. These are just wire nuts that I found around the property, so I'm hoping that they're gonna work. I don't have anything. I'd have to go to the store, which means I'd have to load everything up and go to the store. Okay, that seems to be working okay. Very awkward position. I could lift the pump up a little bit and have a little more space, but you know, then I got to go find something to lift the pump up with. Trying to get the job done. Put the pump on top of the old pump. Technical difficulties. Okay, that's closer, but now it's tighter space, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. That may have actually worked. Seems pretty tight. All right. Should I try and test this thing before I install the whole thing? Or it's only 4 screws, 6 screws. I think I'll just take a chance. Okay, gotta mount the hoses first. So I'm using the old one. I think these are fine. These old ones are fine, but you know, I got new ones, and then I'll just hang on to them and I'll have them as extra parts. Who can tell me what I forgot to do? I didn't forget to do actually, but I haven't screwed that screw right there on the clamp. But I just wanted to see if anybody else caught that. It is tight. Probably should have grabbed a longer screwdriver. I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. Usually I can find a way to do it. It's not easy. Okay, so that's all tight. Now I just need to screw these into the back wall. And to do that, I gotta unscrew these screws from this old pump. 2 screws, these are just drywall screws anyway. All right. Time to put the first screw in. I'm using just a regular screwdriver instead of the drill. I don't know why actually, but let's see if I can get it in this hole. If I do it, if it actually went in the hole right now, it's just gonna be a miracle. I think it went in the hole. It's in the hole. Okay, I'm gonna try and squeeze around the camera. All right, so there, everything's mounted, hooked up. Like I said, it said if you wanted to use Teflon tape, use Teflon tape. Well, I don't have any Teflon tape, but if there's any leak points, that's what it's going to be, is Teflon tape. So if I have to, I'll just get to Home Depot somehow and get some Teflon tape. The water spigot, so that's off. So now I'm not getting any water from the house here. Now, just trying to make sure, or see if the pump is going to work. Don't have a whole lot of water in the tank. The level is right there, you can see it, but it's enough. So back here is where this is plugged in to a lighter plug, 12 volt. Goes up through the back of this cabinet. Goes through up here, down the back of this cabinet. Goes to this switch right there, right on the end. So when I turn that switch on, the pump should be activated. You might even hear something. Okay, no, you don't hear anything. There's the pump all mounted. And here's the test. Well, I'd say it worked. Let's check this and see if yep. Sometimes you can surprise yourself. I actually didn't have a good feeling about that. Really happy that it worked out. Plumbing is not my forte. Electrical I'm pretty great with, actually. I'm pretty good with. You know, I wouldn't say I'm an electrician because I'm not an electrician. But you know, carpentry, construction, all the stuff in here built, I'm real good at that stuff. Hey, thanks for sticking around. I don't know if this is going to help you at all, but you know, except for to say that don't be intimidated by the work. You can do it. You know, almost anybody can. So this has been Greg with Fit for Expedition. Please like, please subscribe, and please leave a comment because it'll help with the algorithm and it'll help the channel grow. Okay, thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.